Hello, everyone. So we're going to start our practice with side body stretching. Left hand down, right arm over. Inhale it back through center and switching sides. Spinal twist, right hand to left knee. Inhaling up and left hand to right knee. With your inhale, lengthen. With your exhale, twist. Reach it up. Bring hands to heart center. We're going to do that one more time. Left hand down, right arm over, and reach it up. Right hand down, left arm over, and twist. Bring it back through center. Coming back through center, hands to the heart. Let's find downward facing dog. Just start to pedal out through your feet. Walk the feet in. Take your left hand to your right ankle, finding a twist here. And right hand to left ankle. And slowly release. Step the feet back, downward facing dog. High in the toes, bend the knees, step the right foot forward, follow with the left, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Interlace the fingers back behind you and open up your chest. Bend through the left knee, gazing towards the right, getting into the IT band on the right side as well as the right hamstring, and then switch, bending the right knee, breathing into the left leg. As you gaze over the left shoulder. Release the hands, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Hands to heart center. I'm going to do 2 sun A's. Reaching up, swan dive, forward fold. Halfway lift. Jump back, chaturanga. You can always step back. Come into your up dog and downward facing dog. High in the toes, bend the knees, step your left foot forward, follow with the right, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Root to rise, reach it up. Hands to heart center on the exhale. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant the hands, bend the knees, jump back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, opening up the chest. Downward facing dog, rolling over the toes. So keep reaching your tailbone up, breathing into the back of your legs. In a way, think of spinning your inner thighs back. And then step the right foot forward, follow with the left, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Reach up. Swan dive, forward fold. Halfway lift. Jump back. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Lifting the right leg, bend your knee, open up the hip. Then take it to the opposite tricep. So right knee, left tricep. Bring the shoulders forward. 3-legged dog. 2 more times. Inhale, 3-legged. Exhale on the twist. Bring it back and find high lunge. Sinking into the front knee, keep pressing into the ball of your back foot as you shift your right hip back, left hip forward. Hands to heart center, hinge forward, find length in the spine, and twist. Keep peeling the right shoulder open. Come back through center, high lunge, and step back, down dog. Lifting the left leg, bend the knee, open up the hip. And again, twist it underneath. Left knee, right tricep, three-legged. 2 more times. And three-legged. Left knee, right tricep, bring it back. Come into your high lunge. So reaching the arms up overhead. And keep shifting your left hip back. Keep straightening out the right leg. And slowly find your twist. Right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Keep opening up through the top shoulder. Keep shifting your left hip back. And stay grounded with pressing into the ball of your back foot. High lunge. And slowly step it back, down dog. High in the toes, bend the knees, step it forward. Halfway lift, exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Hands to heart center. Coming into chair, Utkatasana, sit low. Arms reach up. And exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Jump back, chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. Lifting the right leg, finding warrior one. Grounding down through the back heel, reach the arms up, palms meet. And then frame the front foot, step it back. Chaturanga, upward facing, downward facing. A couple of traditional sun bees here. So switching to the left side, reaching the arms up. Frame the front foot, step it back, chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. High on the toes. Bend the knees, jump, lengthen, exhale, fold, chair pose. And hands to heart center. Let's do that one more time. Sit low in your chair. And swan dive, forward fold, halfway lift. Plant the hands, jump back, chaturanga. Up dog, drawing the navel forward, downward facing dog, sending the tailbone up, reach your right leg up, come into warrior one. Spinning down through the back heel, arms reach up. Frame the front foot, step back, lowering down, chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Switch sides. Exhale it down, step back, and flow it through. Shorten the stance, high in the toes, bend the knees, jump, halfway lift, exhale, fold, chair pose Utkatasana, and straighten the legs, hands to heart center. Sit low in your chair. From here, we're going to take a twist. Left elbow to the outside of your right knee. So keep shifting your left hip back, keeping the knees in line with one another. And just like with twisted high lunge, keep peeling your top shoulder open. Come back through center and slowly switch sides. So you can see that my knees are in line, sitting my tailbone still low towards the ground, heart is open, coming back through center, and swan dive forward fold. Halfway lift, step back, down dog. So we're going to come into our sequence, lifting the right leg up, bring it through Virabhadrasana 2. So find your heel to arch alignment, cartwheel the arms up, and sink deeper into your front knee. So for me, I try to have my front thigh parallel to the mat. Just gives a deeper stretch in the back leg. And try not to allow your back side body to come forward. Keep drawing it back. Let's find extended side angles. So this variation, I went ahead and put the hand to the inside of the front foot. You can always take your forearm down to your front thigh. You can raise the opposite arm straight up, or you can do what I'm doing and slowly bringing it over the ear. It's a big side body stretch. Keep shifting your pelvis forward. Just really helps to open up the hip flexors. Then coming up, straightening the legs, shorten your stance slightly, and then find triangle. So very important in triangle, keep your chest upright. So my right leg is forward and my left leg is back. In a way, draw your right hip point forward and then your back hip point back. It just really helps to open up the pelvis, keep lengthening through the crown of your head to get into your side body. And find your half moon. So I always like to check, like I just did, making sure that the raised leg is somewhat parallel to the mat. I'm flexing through my heel, keep reaching up with my top arm, and there's a soft bend in my standing leg. This variation is Strapasana. So I showed it's real easier to draw the knee into the chest, to grab hold of the foot or the ankle, and then once you grab hold of the foot or the ankle, kick the foot into the palm, and it really helps to open up the quad as well as your shoulder. And finding a seat here, Ardha Matsyendrasana. So that left leg goes back behind the right foot is grounded, and we are twisting here. So with twists, think of with your inhales, lengthen your spine, and then exhale, start to twist a little bit deeper. Keep gazing over the back shoulder, be light on that back hand, and then just simply plant the hand, step it back, down dog. If you would like it to take a vinyasa in between, you can. But you don't have to. Then switching sides, lifting the left leg, come into Warrior Two. So same sequence. Check your alignment. Gazing over the front hand. And continue to deepen your inhales and your exhales through your nose. And slowly find extended side angle. So whatever you did on the right side, try to mimic on the left. Just finding that balance in the body. And slowly come up, straightening the front leg, shorten your stance, heel toe once, then reach it forward, forward triangle. So I really try to find space in my spine, keeping my chest open. So I'm showing really ground down through the back heel. And shift your left hip back, right hip forward. And finding Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. And as you come into Chapasana, see how I bring that leg like all the way in, grabbing hold of the foot and then opening up. Just makes it so much easier to catch the foot to come into this posture. And slowly release. You can see on this side, bring the right leg back behind the left and twisting over that left leg. With your twist, keep drawing the navel in, keep opening up through the back shoulder. Gaze forward, plant the hands, step it back, downward facing dog. Find your flow here if you would like. And lifting the right leg up. Bring it through and find pyramid pose. So from here, shorten your stance. Make sure that both heels are grounded. Reach your arms forward, swim your arms back, grab, interlace the fingers, and draw the heels of your hands together. And hinge forward, shifting your right hip back, left hip forward, and in a way, draw your navel towards your front thigh. Just fold forward here, stay grounded in the back heel, and keep shifting your right hip back. Plant the hands. So I'm taking my left hand down to the inside for revolve triangle. So as you keep your left hand down, you can slide it over to the outside of your right foot and come into the posture a little bit deeper. Back heel stays grounded. Keep reaching the right hand up towards the ceiling. Keep opening up the chest. Ground it down. Step the left foot back and find Anjaneyasana, low lunge. And of course, we are taking a twist here. So with this variation, you can find a bind. So reaching that right arm back, bring the right hand closer towards your navel and see with taking the left arm underneath your right thigh, see if you can clasp with your hands. It's a pretty deep twist. So keep shifting your right hip back. My back toes are tucked for stability. Releasing it here. Go ahead and reach the arms up or just reach towards the floor. And then find your half split or full Hanumanasana, just stretching out the right hamstring. And slowly slide it back. And find down dog again. We're going to switch sides. Left leg lifts and find pyramid pose. So again, same thing that you did on the right, do the same on the left. Reach the arms forward, swim the arms back, interlace the fingers and open up your chest. Keep reaching through the crown of your head. Keep shifting your left hip back, right hip forward. You can see that both of my heels are grounded. And then I'm starting to draw my navel towards my front thigh. Planting the right hand to the inside. So I wanted to really practice revolve triangle like this to help open up my IT band and my hamstring that day. So I started on the inside. And then taking it on the outside. So leaning the chest back, shifting the left hip back. As you can see, my front knee, it somewhat wants to bend, and that's okay. And find your low lunge. Tucking the back toes, right elbow to the outside of your left knee. So from here you can just part the arms or find the bind again. Whatever you did on the right, try to do on the left. This is a pretty deep twist. Slowly release, just reach the arms up or down, whatever feels good, and then straightening out the left leg, finding your half or full split. And make your way into downward facing dog. Come forward, find your plank. Lowering all the way down. Let's do, I think, 3 cobras here. So really opening up the chest, stretching out the lower back. Exhale it down. And full inhale, lift. Exhale. And one more time. Slowly sit it back into child's pose. And just breathe into your child's pose. And slowly find tabletop position. Coming into thread the needle, lifting the right arm, thread it underneath the left, and stretch your left fingertips forward. And slowly come out, reaching the right arm up, ground it down, and switching sides. Left arm reaches up, thread it underneath the right. Stretch your right fingertips forward. Bring the right arm back up, ground it down, lifting the left arm up to release. Now we're going to come into camel. This is going to be our one back bend. So today I held camel for, I think it was about 10 full inhales, 10 full exhales. So my toes are tucked, my hands are to my lower back, drawing my elbows in towards one another, opening up the chest. So I'm reaching my chest up towards the ceiling, sending my hips forward and drawing my navel in. You can keep your hands to your lower back, or you can take your hands to your heels and keep sending the hips forward. If you have more space, you can untuck the toes. But remember to breathe here. Have it be very active. Lengthen from your lower back, sending the hips forward, and then using your core to come all the way up. And I went into Virasana Hero's Pose. So just rounding the back, stretching out the quads. You can always sit on a block here if you have one. So just releasing my back from that back bend. We will finish the practice with one inversion. So if you have some wall space and just want to do legs up the wall, you can. I'm taking Pincha today. So balancing on my forearms, and I'll create different classes on teaching different arm balances and inversions. So just coming up onto my forearms, I walked my feet up, took a couple of hops, and I started this inversion with my legs splayed. I found it easier to help with balance. And then slowly start to straighten the legs. So just focusing on one point on your mat, reaching your feet up, drawing the navel in, and I'm drawing my forearms and my elbows towards one another. So this posture is very active in the legs, using my core and coming out of it and finding child's pose again. And that is our practice. And slowly start to come into Shavasana. So reclining all the way down. You can stay in Shavasana for as long as you would like. As always, thank you for practicing with me today. And look out for a new video once a week. Of course, if you have any requests, direct message me. You can leave a comment here on YouTube or direct message me on Instagram. So see you later.